Good morning. This is Dr. Timothy Scott Beck here at Life Point Medical, giving you my weekly address. And I want to let you know that we're up and running and we're good to go this morning for a Monday. And we're trying to get everybody taken care of. So let's go ahead and talk about some things. So one of the things that I am getting asked about almost every day is, what about the new COVID booster? Should I or shouldn't I get it? So my response to everybody is that's really up to you and your position on that. The president did say last week that the pandemic was over, and I'm not sure quite that the pandemic's over per se, but I think the worst part of the pandemic is over, obviously, right? Because we're okay. So I'm not saying no about the vaccine. I don't know about the boosters as far as the safety of it or anything goes. Okay, but some people want the vaccine, some people don't. If you do, go get it. If you don't, I don't think it's going to make that much difference in the long run. Okay, but that's just where my position is on that right now. Okay, so let me tell you. Actually, I wanted to inform everybody because I don't know if a lot of people know what we're doing here. I hired another nurse practitioner, Pam McIntyre. And she's been going around to all the assisted livings and the homes around this community that take care of homebound people, like Mountain View Nursing Home, and then several of the assisted living facilities and things like that. So she is actually covering those facilities now, and she's going in and she's taking care of our patients that are already in there, and taking on new patients if she sees one that would like to use our services in those facilities. So I just want to let you know she's done really good with it, and we've had great, very appreciative feedback from people who are like, oh my gosh, we've needed this for a while, and now we've got it. So if you have a loved one that's in a facility in the area here and you want us to look after them, or you want us to be involved with their care, just let us know and we'll try to, there's some few things we got to do there. We got to make sure we don't step on other people's toes, but we'll certainly help you if we can. Okay, so and it's really going good. She's a geriatric nurse practitioner, and this is her passion. So it's my passion too. So we're doing great with that. While we're on the subject, today we've got the flu shots that are available. So we've got the 65 and older flu shots, and we've got the ones for under 65. So if you're interested in getting a flu shot done, we're not currently offering it to the public in general. We're just offering it to our patients at this time. And then when we get where it looks like we're going to run out of them, we'll restrict them, or we'll open them up more if we've got some left over for the community. Of course, all the pharmacies and everybody else are giving out these things too. It's the same vaccine, more or less. So if you want us to, if you want a flu shot, you can either call or catch us at your next visit. If you want to make sure you have one, if you're worried about it, which I don't think there's a shortage, you can call us and we'll put one away for you. Okay. Let's talk about chronic care management. So I know I've been talking to you guys a lot about chronic care management, and it's really difficult. Okay, this is a program that's set up by Medicare. The patients really don't know about it. We don't really know about it, but I will tell you that Medicare is going to a different model of payment. Okay, and it lots of people are involved in it, and it's really doing well, and I've hired staff to specifically address those issues. However, we still have a large amount of people who want to forfeit this benefit, and it's a time-based benefit. So once you forfeit it and time goes by, you lose it, that you never can get back. It helps us take care of you better. It's legit. It's not something that I come up with or anybody come up with. It's actually Medicare doing it, and they recently raised how much we got paid for this service because it's working so well. The tenets of this program are to keep you out of the hospital, keep you connected to us, and be able to offer you more services in the background or over the telephone. So it's chronic care management. Most people who are Medicare age are eligible for it. It's not that much money, Most patients' insurance covers it because it saves them money too. So I think all of them cover it. Some may have a copay or something like that. So I just want to ask you, if you're absolutely adamant about not getting that, you probably need to think not using that program. If you're like, I'm not going to do chronic care management, it's a this or that and the other, just remember that all you're doing is actually hurting us and yourself by not participating. It's legit and it's set up to help you. So ask us about it if you want to be a part of it, and we'll help you get going on it. And it's worked really well. Okay, I think we've used it, particularly when COVID-19 was going on. Man, it was extremely helpful because we were able to have a mechanism to take care of lots of people without them actually coming in the office, and so it really paid off during that time. So just something to think about. Don't, it is weird. I don't know what people's hang up is on it, but it's not. It's really a simple program. Last but not least, I want to talk about controlled substances. Look, I prescribe a lot of you folks out there, controlled substances, and I don't mind. And actually, it's part of my job is to, handle and take care of the dangerous medicines, the medicines that can cause lots and lots of trouble. And that's why they're scheduled drugs. They're controlled drugs because they are well known for causing problems. The thing that I ask of all my patients is be extremely careful when you're on these medicines and make sure you're not taking any other medicines that might have a compounding effect on it. And because it can hurt you, and it will hurt you. And actually, if you compared how many people were hurt from medicine versus how many were hurt from COVID, it's no comparison, okay? And we're constantly trying to help it. So number one, if you're on a controlled substance, watch what you put in your body, okay? Watch what else you put in your body, okay? Because it's part of my responsibility to make sure you're not on any other dangerous drug at the same time. And people don't understand that. That's why we do the drug screens. And honestly, I really do not like confronting people with abnormal drug screens. And this is not one of my favorite parts of the job. So you got to work with us a little bit, okay? If you're on controlled substances, you've got to follow the rules. And you've got to come in, you've got to do what we tell you to do, okay? And the reason why we're doing that, number one, is for your safety, and number two is because for our own safety when it comes to government oversight and things like that, okay? Because everybody knows this is a hot spot, all right? Everybody knows that this is something that they monitor on us closely, and I just want you to be mindful of that because I don't want you to do anything to sabotage yourself or lose access to these medications, particularly if you need them. Okay, so just be careful, be safe, be open with us, tell us what's going on if you're on a controlled substance and we need to look after you. All righty, well, thank you so much for listening today. So just to recap what we talked about COVID-19 is almost gone, thank the Lord. We talked about Pam and her services in the area from a geriatric home standpoint. We talked about the flu shots are ready. We talked about signing up for that CCM if you're not, and if you're on controlled substances, watch what else you put in your body because we've got a drug screen you make sure you're not on something that's hurts you. This is Dr. Timothy Scott Beck. You have a great week, and you call us if you need us. Thank you so much.